Hi, it's Elizabeth from Tyne Motorhomes, and today we'll be doing the handover video of the Swift Trekker XL. Just below your driver's side door, you've got your wastewater tank drain off point. To turn the draining valve on, it's on the inside of the vehicle, but it's just so you know where the point is on the van that the water will come out of. The next thing you'll come to is your cassette locker. So as long as the blade on the inside of the toilet is closed, you can pull this blue lever and slide your cassette out. You can then pull the spout round and then unscrew your cap. When you're emptying your cassette, just press this blue button in. It just allows some air in and stops it from glugging. You then want to just fill it with some more water, give it a good swirl around and empty it out again. And then before you put it back in, put some blue or green liquid in your cap, pour it down, and then you can pop it back in, ready for use again. Above your cassette locker is your external shower point. So take the black cap off, you just want to push the blue collar in and the cap will just gently pop off. You can then push your shower in, connect it up, and then as long as you've got your water pump turned on and water in the fresh water tank, your external shower will work. And then once you're finished using it, press the blue collar in again and your shower will pop out. And then to put your cap back on, just gently push it in, it'll click in place, and then you can shut the cap. Just in front of the back wheel on the driver's side is your hookup point. So when you want to hook and unhook the vehicle, just lift the collar and then align it with the point on the van and just gently push it on. Just remember that when you are hooking your vehicle up, hook the cable up to the vehicle first and then hook it up to the mains, and then when disconnecting, take it off the mains and then off the vehicle, as you don't want to be walking around with a live lead. Just behind the back wheel on the driver's side is your fresh water drain off point. Same as your dirty water tank, the button is in the van to open the valve, but the fresh water will come out of here. The back of the vehicle at the top, you've got your reversing camera, and then you've got two large windows, and then you've got your 4 reversing sensors along the back. At the back on the passenger side, you've got your external barbecue point. So using a length of hose and your adapter, you can connect it to your Caddock or barbecue. And then when you've got your gas bottles on and turned on, you can turn this orange handle down, and there's a sticker just on here to show you off and on. You'll then be able to use your external barbecue. Next to your barbecue point, you've got your freshwater filler point. So you want your hose pipe and some adapters, as some sites just provide the brass tap. Then pop your hose pipe through there and you can either fill your water tank or just put as much water as you think you're going to need. If you can't reach the hose pipe point on the site, you can use your water pump. There's a little adapter just here. You plug it in, turn your water pump on, and then you can put your hose pipe into your bucket or aqua roll to fill up your fresh water tank. To wind your awning out, you want to align your T-bar with the awning, slot it in, and then gently unwind your awning. Once you've got your awning out, to get your legs to come down, the first thing you want to do is just gently pull on the end and it'll just gently pop the leg out. And you want to come into the middle and then just gently pull the leg out. And you can bring it around and down. To stabilise the leg, you just want to pull this grey lever up and the leg is fixed in place. You want to do this with the other side, just making sure that one side is slightly higher than the other, just to let any water run off. And then to put the leg back in, you want to unlock the leg by pulling the grey lever down. Slide the base of the leg up and then bring it forward and back into the awning, just making sure the leg is tucked in. And then you want to come all the way to the end again, just gently push it in, and then wind your awning back in with your T-bar and awning pole. Just next to your passenger door, you've got your diesel filler point and then your AdBlue. If you go to a petrol station where they take Arctic lorries, you can get AdBlue on the pump, and it's slightly cheaper than if you buy it in the drums. To pop the bonnet, you'll want your ignition key, and then you'll see this little plus with a 1 and a 2. So if you pop your key in, turn it left, it releases it, and then if you turn it right, you'll be able to lift the bonnet up and it releases the catch. Under the bonnet, the main things you want to focus on is your screen washer fluid, got your oil, your brake fluid, your dipstick down there. Got your positive here, your negative down there, in case you need to give or receive a jump start. The first thing you want to do when you get into your vehicle after hooking it up will be turn your control panel on. Just press the on button. Then from here you can turn your lighting on. You've got your entry, your awning. You can also dim the lights down or have them on full brightness. Next we've got your water. So here you can see your fresh water tank is at 75% and then your waste is at 25%. From here you can turn your water pump on. You can also drain them from here as well, or you can put the heater on in the tank. This will just keep the water tepid and stop it freezing during the winter months if you're out using it. Then we've got your environment. So as you can see, the inside temperature is 23 degrees, but the external temperature is 10. And you can also see the power and voltage going through your batteries as well. To operate your heating and your hot water, you can use these 2 dials here. So you just have to wave your hand across them and they'll switch on. We'll do the heating first, so you can have it on just gas, just electricity, or you can have it on both if you want to heat your vehicle up quicker. On the electric side, you can have it on 1 kilowatt, which is 1 dot, 2 kilowatts, which is 2 dots, and then 3 kilowatts, which would be 3 dots. They've gone blue at the minute, that means it's on, but it's not currently working on gas or electric. In a minute, it will turn orange. That means that it is working and your van will start to heat. The outside, you can have it from 30 degrees all the way down to 5 degrees, depending on how warm you want your van to be. Next, we've got your water on heating, so you can either have it on gas, electricity, or both, depending on if you want your hot water quicker. You can have it on both and it'll just heat up a little bit faster. You've got your 2 settings, so you can have it on gas and then electricity. You can see here the lightning bolt's gone orange. That means it's already working on electricity. It'll just take a minute or two to start working on gas. Just on the inside of your habitation door, you'll see your LPG sticker. So if you open up the locker, you've got your gas storage. This will hold 2 6-kilogram bottles. When you've got your pigtail, just remember it's left to tighten, right to loosen, opposite way around being gas. And then always make sure they're secured in with these ties so they don't rattle around and move when you're travelling. To turn your gas cooker on, all you have to do is push down and spin on your knobs here. And both are working perfectly. Just remember that once you've turned them off, wait until the metal has fully cooled before you put the glass lid down, as it will shatter if it touches the metal when it's hot. Here we've got the hot water running. You might just be able to see the steam, but the water is hot and up to temperature. You've got your oven just below your fridge. You've got your oven and then you've got your grill. When you want to make your rear lounge up into a bed, first thing you want to do is just move the 2 cushions on the passenger side across so you can reach the base. You also want to unscrew these bolts on both sides to let this bit of wood lie flat. Then you pull this down flat and then the bed frame can come down. To get the base of your bed out, you want to gently bring the base up, and then there's a little pull down here you want to grab a hold of, and then it'll bring the base out so it folds out again, and then you want to slide it up and then you can bring it down and it will fit on into these 2 holes. Once the bed frame is down, you can put your cushions back in place. With the gap that's left, you can then put your 2 backrests and pop them in there. You then have your double bed in the back. If you want a slightly flatter surface to sleep on, you can get a mattress topper that just smooths it out and makes it more comfortable to sleep on. In the cupboard just above your sink, you've got your fresh and waste water drain off buttons. So at the minute they're closed, but if you want to open them, you just turn them down. You see this little light come on. The valves will open and then both the fresh and wastewater tanks will drain out. You can leave it open during the winter, but just make sure you close them before you come to use them again in the summertime. Under the bench and the lounge on the driver's side, you've got your leisure battery. The next one, we've got your consumer unit. The next one, you'll find your fuses. We'd always recommend that you travel with extra fuses. You can get some off Amazon or eBay. Just in case any of them blow, you can easily replace them while you're on holiday and you're not left without something working like your fridge. Next to it is your trip button. So if you're ever hooked up and you're not receiving power within the vehicle, press this little button here. If it trips down, it means there's something within the van that's not working correctly. However, if it doesn't trip, it means you're not receiving power into the vehicle. And then when you are winterizing your vehicle, if you press this system shutdown button, it will just stop any electrical items draining the leisure battery through the winter months. To make the table in the back, you want to get your table leg that's just tucked behind the driver's seat, and you can just gently place it in the ground, and then you want to grab the tabletop, lift it up and align the silver base of the table with the top of the table leg, and you want to just slot it on, and then you've got your table in the lounge for dining, ready to use. In the bathroom you've got the toilet. Just make sure you've got a fresh tank of water and your water pump on, and then you can press this blue button and you'll get a flow of water into the toilet. You can then open the blade by pulling this grey lever across. When the cassette's full, you'll get a red light on here indicating that it's ready to be emptied. Above the toilet you've got a nice little cupboard. And you've got your mirror, your shower head, and you've got your sink. When you've used your tap, just make sure that you allow all the water to drain out before you put the sink up so it doesn't all spill out and go onto the floor. To turn your fridge on, you just want to hold this button down until it turns on. And then if you want to change your temperature, when you click on it and it's highlighted and then you click again, it'll become larger, and then you can turn the disc around and go from 5 to 1, 5 being the coldest. Would always recommend turn it up to 5 when you first put it on, get it up to temperature, and then turn it down to about 3 or 4 when you've got your food in. Under the bench on the driver's side, at the back of the vehicle, you'll find your boiler drain down. So when you want to drain all the water out, you just turn this yellow arrow round to the back of the van. This will drain all the water out of your boiler. At the same time, turn your kitchen and bathroom taps on to let all the water run out of the taps and pipes to avoid any frost damage. If you want to connect your phone to the radio, you need to have your Bluetooth on your phone, and then you can go on the add phone.
Search for your vehicle on your device and select it once it is found.
And then in your phone settings, go to Bluetooth and then have it searching. Down here it'll come up as Ford Transit, so you can click on that.
Confirm that the pin displayed on sync matches the pin displayed on your device.
So then you click yes on the screen and pair on your phone. And then you want to click allow on your phone.
For your safety, please stay alert to changing road conditions and use Sync's voice-activated features while your vehicle is in motion.
And then you want to enable so in here we've got my phone screen is on the radio, so now you can basically use your phone screen or your radio and it will do the same thing. So if you want to go on maps and you want to go somewhere, if your passenger clicks on the phone, you can say that find the metro centre because that's close to here. And you want directions, it will come up on the screen. It'll come up on the screen once you've clicked on maps. So it gives you the instructions on your phone and then it gives you the route on here as well. If you've got things like Spotify on your phone, you can also click through them. You can also see your messages, and then if people ring, you can talk to them through the radio speakers. If you don't want to use Bluetooth and you want to use a cable, the USB port just next to your 12 volt will connect your phone up to the radio the exact same way. It'll just be connected via a cable instead of through wireless and Bluetooth. If you ever want to unpair the phone and radio and you want to forget it, if you go to phone settings, then you can just click the little bin icon and click yes. It will unpair the phone from the radio, so it won't automatically connect next time you turn the radio on. When you've got your ignition on, you can flick through different settings on the dash by clicking these 3 buttons here. You'll get a menu setting, so you can look through quite a few different things. You can find your AdBlue status, oil levels, your trips, and then you can also look through, you've got your coach, your trip 1. You can look through your trip 1, trip 2, you've got your fuel economy here as well. So there's quite a lot of settings that you can flick through and just personalise it all to how you like it. And then because this is an automatic gearbox, if you have the engine on, you need to make sure you've got your foot on the brake pedal to be able to turn it around to reverse, which will bring your reversing camera on. Then you've got neutral, you've got drive. If you want to have the automatic setting on, you just click the middle button and it'll go to manual, but just always have your foot on the brake whenever you're selecting a different setting, otherwise the gearbox won't be able to select it correctly and it won't work.